Hello there, I'm Barry at barry-wells.com, and a while ago, or a couple of weeks ago, I announced that I was holding a video blog challenge, and I'm spreading it over 4 weeks, so people could do 4 individual videos or a series or whatever they want to do, okay, as long as it's related in some way to internet marketing or how they market their business online, okay. That includes blogging, social media, all sorts of things. Now, what I thought I'd do is I created a post earlier this year and I asked people what they would like to achieve, and I had a few people say they would like to create PowerPoint presentations. Okay, now I created one a while back for the Learn with Sally and my journey so far, detailing the first 4 modules, and at the time of publishing the video on my blog, I've had quite a few people say to me that they'd like to know how I'd done it and asked if I could create a video showing them. So that's what I'm doing for the challenge, okay? I'm going to create a series of videos showing you how I created my PowerPoint presentation so that you can use my method and apply it to your own creations, okay? Now, before you start plugging away at the PowerPoint presentation, it's extremely important that you get your content ready first, okay? You'll see that I've got all the images in one folder that I was going to use, and I've got a notepad with detailing what I'm going to be inserting into it, okay? Now, the first thing I done was I searched for the images that I was going to use, okay? So I went onto Google and I searched for free social media icons, and I add the free because I don't want to later get down the road and someone say to me, "Here mate, that's one of my images you're using in that video, take that video down or I'm taking legal action." Okay, so if you search for free, then you can use them. Okay, just have a scroll through them. There's the trucks that I used. Okay, right, so once you've done that and you've got everything in place, it's time to open up PowerPoint. Now when you come to PowerPoint, okay, this is what you start with. Now if you use this size, then when you come to placing it on YouTube, chances are you'll lose the top of it, okay, because it's the wrong size. So what we do is we come to design, page setup, then we select 16.9, and if you watch the background you see it change. Okay, this is perfect for YouTube HD. Okay, now we click these, we take those out, we don't need them. Okay, now while we're on the design tab, these are your backgrounds. If you hover over them, they will insert them in the post and you can see, or on the presentation, and you can see what they look like. Okay, that one's not too bad, it was a bit too dark, but the rest of them, they're pretty awful, aren't they? Okay, so what I done was I selected this one, and instantly you notice these dots. I don't like them, they don't serve any purpose whatsoever in my opinion. So I come to background styles, format background, hide background graphics, and the dots have gone. Okay, now you've got the gradient fill, so on this slider, if you watch the background, you see, look, you can alter all of that, so we'll go somewhere there, say okay, apply to all, close. Now duplicate, right click on the slide, duplicate slide. Okay, the reason being is it saves you messing about later trying to recreate the exact same slide. Okay, so you just duplicate them. Right, now as with any video, the first slide or the first screen or the first image that you see in any video should be detailing what the video is about. Okay, so what I've done was, what I'm going to do is I'll show you how to insert images, but on the video, if we go back there briefly, there are lots and lots and lots of images. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to insert an image once, then I'll pause the video, add the other images, and then I'll unpause the video or start recording again, and then you can follow suit, because you don't want to watch me adding 7 images, do you? You only need to see it once, and then it's the same method throughout, and when the method changes, then I'll introduce that method as well. Okay, right, so let's get on. Right, finding the images. Okay, let's come to where we are, icons. Okay, first image was Learn with Sally. So we insert that, and when you insert images, okay, you can get the corner and resize them, and they will stay at that resized image. Okay, they will stay at this size. You know, you go to some web pages and you might alter the size of the image, and when you upload it, it's back to its normal self. Well, that's not the case here. Okay, I think that's roughly center. Then I had another image of myself, so I'll show you that again. Insert picture, select the image, bring it down. Yes, I know, images of myself again. Well, pretty boy, it needs to be seen. Now, text box, okay, because I'm going to insert a little bit of text over here. So, insert, text box, draw your text box, okay, you get this come up, go to your notepad doc, copy, okay, Control and V will paste that in, and then highlight the text, and as you would do in any word processor, just select your font. Okay, now in the original one I used, I think it was a font called Born, but I've changed computers since then, so I'm just going to go for Verdana. Okay, add a shadow. If you want to alter the shadow, then it's effects, I think, over here, one of these. No, it's not that one. Shape effects, there you go, shadow. Okay, so you can alter the style of the shadow to suit, and if you watch the image of the text, then you can see the shadows taking effect. Okay, just give you a quick idea of what they're going to look like. Okay, so we'll go for something like that. No, we won't, we'll undo that, something like that. Okay, so select your text, add your shadow as you see fit, do that there. If you want to increase the size of the text, there's two ways of doing it. You can come up here to this one, or you can just go there and keep clicking until you get to the size you want. Okay, to reduce the size, just go to the one next to it. Okay, now that's the introduction. It was Learn with Sally, me, and the journey so far. Okay, now on to slide 2. Now what I would do is, because I'm going to have a few modules, then I will insert some word art to say module 1 and the title of that module, and then I'm going to duplicate the slide so that I don't have to reformat every time. Okay, so on a fresh slide, insert word art. Okay, now this was module 1, copy. Okay, Control and V, module 1. Oh, highlight the text, select the font from the Home tab, select the font. I'm going to use Verdana because I haven't got Born, and select a size. That's about right, because there's going to be another one underneath it. Okay, move that up. I won't use module 1 like that, I'll use 1 like that. Okay, now we go on it, right click, oh, where are we? Right click, copy, right click again, paste, drag that down. Okay, highlight the text, and it was Blogging Superstar. Control and V and click away. Okay, you might want to make this a bit smaller, so we go there, that'll do there. Module 1, Blogging Superstar. Okay, now what I've done on module 1, I inserted a text box. Okay, so insert text box, because these were bullet points, okay? And I think I had about 7, but you don't need 7. You just need as many as you're going to use to tell the story, okay? And I didn't use title 1, title 2, title 3 or 4, although I am here. This is just for speed, just to show you, okay? So highlight them all. You can have bullets, you can have numbered bullets, okay? I just went for bullets. Select the font while it's highlighted. Go for Verdana again. Size, I'll go for 16. Now what you would do is try and fill the slide, okay? You don't just want a little bit up the top as I've got here. On the original video, I think I had 7 bullet points here, okay? Now, while we're like that, right click, duplicate slide. Okay, right click, duplicate slide, duplicate slide, duplicate slide, okay? Now, I've done loads because it saves all this formatting, okay? And if we've done too many, then you just go there and delete slide, okay? It's that simple. Right, on the second one, I had a few images, so let's take that off. Let's highlight that, and where are we? It's traffic foundations for number 2. Okay, Control and V. This one here. See, it's just saves so much time, doesn't it, with all that, not having to format it a second time. Now on this one again, I inserted an image, and it was Twitter. Bring that over there. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this now and insert the images, okay? Hello there, welcome back. As you can see, I've added the images, okay? I've gone through these other slides and altered the titles to each one. Module 3, Social Media Success, Module 4, because you've seen me alter these, okay? So you didn't need to see me alter them for every one, okay? So I've created all the slides. Now there's one that I haven't, which is this one. That's because it isn't an image being inserted. All these other ones, they're just images, and you insert them the same way. Insert picture, select the image, okay? They're all added the same way. Now with this one, Social Media Success, what we done was we added a smart chart, okay? Or it was a smart art chart. Okay, let me just run you through these. You've got all these charts, okay, and you can use lines, bars, areas, stock, surface. I haven't used any of these. The only one I used was smart art, and again you've got lists, processes, cycles. Now which one was it I used? It was this one. Okay, so I'll insert that, and as you can see, it pops it straight in there. Now that is a bit big, so you just come to the corner, resize it to suit, okay? When you get the crosshairs, drag it to where you want it, just click in there. In fact, you can do it this way, look, you can open that up, and in text 1 you can put Facebook, okay? Oh, don't hit the tab button. Twitter, okay? Or you can just come to these and type it in there, okay? Okay, and that's how you do it. If you want another one of these, click on it, right click, copy, okay, click there and paste, okay? That put 2 in there. If you don't want 2, you only want 1, delete 1, okay? In the middle was my blog, because what it was, I was detailing these additional plugins. Oh look, I've got 2 Facebooks, network blogs, I think that should be singing and dancing. Okay, now what this was about was, during the Learn with Sally coaching, we, after doing our traffic foundations, we went on a bit of a Facebook learning curve, okay? It took us from a newbie status up to the advanced user level, and we added additional plugins that would generate traffic all around our blog on autopilot from our blog content. Okay, so that's how you add these smart charts. Smart art it was, wasn't it? Okay, you can resize it again to suit. You can take that out. Alright, and that's how you do that. Again, all of these images, where are they? All of these were added in the same way. Okay, resize to suit. I'll show you on this one. Okay, when this, let me take that one out and I'll show you again how I insert it. Okay, insert picture. Right, that one there. Insert. Comes in really large. Drag the corners down, pick the picture up and match it. Now you won't see on Camtasia or on the video presentation when it's finished, but when you're actually doing this, you'll get a dotted line. If I move that, you'll get a dotted line to indicate that you're on the same line as this image. Okay, you can't see it on the Camtasia because I don't know why actually, but you do get it on the PowerPoint presentations. Okay, so there you go, and then just match the size up so you've got an equal size each side and somewhere in the middle. Okay, I know that's not perfect, but I'm just rushing through to show you. And then all of these, the last as the first one is an introduction, so the last one should be a call to action. Okay, and my call to action was, again, another pretty face of mine. Hit the link below. Okay, it's pretty basic, but that was a call to action. Now you see down here you got click to add notes. Now the reason for this is when you come to record your PowerPoint presentation with all of these slides, it's pretty near impossible to remember all of that content word perfect. Okay, it's just too hard. Alright, so what you do is you add these notes. Now as I referred to this earlier, let's go back. Okay, and I recommend you do this. Just use a notepad doc. Okay, click in there and paste. Move on to the next one, and I'll show you the purpose of this in a little while. Okay, module 1, copy, come back there, paste. Okay, I'm going to pause the video while I insert all of those. Okay, hello there, welcome back. Okay, what I've done is I've been through all of these slides, okay, and I've added the notes to the bottom. Okay, I'll move this up so you can actually see them. Okay, I've added notes to the whole of the bottoms. Okay, and I'll explain now what they're all about. Right, when you come to record your PowerPoint presentation, all you get is a black, the screen goes black, and then you'll get your background and you insert the image, these images, these wordings. You can insert them all in different ways. Okay, you can have them flying in and everything else, and you activate the next sequence by hitting the right arrow on your keyboard. Okay, now as I said a minute ago, it's extremely difficult to remember every image and every detail that you're going to talk about. Okay, so we use these add notes. Okay, now what this does, if we come over File, Print, and then come to here, Note Pages. Okay, and what this does is this gives us an image of our slide and our notes. Okay, and we print them off so that when we are producing the video, we basically just read from our notes. Now when I say read, all you do is put bullet point kind of things just to jog your memory. I mean, if I put in here, we came to module 1, which was blogging superstar, and then I started talking about each point and I was reading, then the viewers of the video would know that I was reading, and it gives it a poor presentation, a poor production. So what you do is you just add bullet points so that you can just look at it. Title 1, oh yeah, I remember what title 1 was, but you wouldn't have title 1 obviously. You'd have I don't know, I can't even remember what it was. Blogging success, and then we moved on to creating a post, editing posts, things like that, whatever it is. Okay, and you just work through each one, and as you're producing it, you would just say here, like in module 2 we moved on to traffic foundations, where we set up our profiles on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, YouTube and LinkedIn. And as well as setting up our profiles, we also set up our images, and I tried to use the same image throughout so that it was recognised all over the internet. We then installed some WordPress plugins so that our content would be shared on autopilot. And then in addition to that, when we set up our Gmail account, I also introduced a white stamp email signature. So do you see what I mean? It's just, these are just reminders to remind me of what I'm going to talk about. Okay, so I think that'll do for this week. If you can get to this stage, then next week I'm going to show you how to have these flying in from different angles and everything else. Okay, like with these trucks, I know that people were impressed with these trucks because I had these flying in as if they were being driven, okay, and coming to a screeching halt, although they didn't screech. Okay, and this bit again, all I've done was added the images as I have with these other ones that I've showed you, and I added the text as I showed you in this one. Okay, how to add the text. Insert text box. Okay, draw your line, and that's it. Okay, and that was how I entered that. Everything else I've shown you, so I think that's it for this video. I'll see you next week where I will show you how to make these animated. Okay, thanks very much for watching. Come back next week and we'll continue with this PowerPoint presentation production. Okay, take care. Bye now.